I've got something to say about the TSA, the Transportation Security Administration. Okay? Because there's been a lot of talk lately about what is going on with people having to go to airports. And in order to get on a plane in the United States of America, you have to get groped down with either this is your option. You go through a body scanner, okay, which can scan your entire body underneath your clothes. And they could see basically your body parts. It's almost like looking at somebody without their clothes on, like in sort of like a weird, like amorphous image, okay? Or if they decide, and this is so random, you'll see pictures of like old ladies or like even like old men like getting like people putting their hands down into these people's pants and like groping them, like their genitals, or like squeezing women's breasts. And, we got to make sure you don't have a box cutter in there or something. What? Like, where did this come from? And people will say, oh, well, remember 9/11. Remember what the terrorists did, and they flew those planes into our buildings. Never again. That's what we always said. Never again. Well, here, remember this. Okay, because, first of all, this is what the state always does. They get you to fear a certain party, okay, or a certain event, so that they can attain more power. Now the TSA is at bus stops in some cities and at train stops, things like that. But let me ask you this question. Why are we so afraid of terrorists taking over an airplane? We say, well, then what if they take over the airplane and use it as a missile again? Well, do you remember why they were able to do this? Besides the fact that there were 19 guys, these Saudis, who had been trained on American bases, okay? Regardless of whether somebody just missed that or not, I don't care. But remember that these guys, before 9/11, no one had ever used planes as missiles before. You were always told to stay calm in the midst of a terrorist situation because all the people wanted was money. And so nobody did anything. That's all. Nobody did anything. And when they finally learned that what was actually happening in the last flight, they took it down. So if someone pulled out a box cutter or tried to light a bomb in their shoe, they would be stopped immediately by the people on board. Simple as that. There won't be another 9/11 because people now know and remember the population themselves can take care of the problem. We don't need a government hiring people, even people with shady backgrounds, okay, to go grope people's pants and private parts in order to get onto a plane. Or we'll just scan your entire body so we could basically see you naked. No, there's something else going on here. And if you read history, this is always how states go. It starts out good, and eventually the people slowly give more and more power to the state until the state just runs like this huge machine and takes more and more and more, even to the point where people let themselves be groped in public.